Hello and welcome. This is Ruth, and today I've got the Seasonal Friends Treat Box die set and the matching stamp set from Tonic, and I'm going to show you through what's in the set first of all, and then we're going to make something with it. But there are 50 dies first of all, and then I'm going to tell you the size here because I might forget that as we go further on. The undecorated treat box measures 150mm by 150mm by 65mm, which is 5.9 inches by 5.9 inches by 2.5 inches. And the largest die then is 211mm by 180mm, which is 8.3 by 7.1. And that is this big die here. So I don't think that's going to fit through a smaller die cutting machine because it's quite wide both ways. Now, you can decide, have a look at your machine and see what size your plate is. I use a tangerine and that fits perfectly because it's an A4 plate, but check yours and see first of all. Now, I am going to show you inside here. There's first of all, this is the very, very basic instructions because it's really, really easy to make. So you really just need to cut out these pieces and put them together. So easy, just a couple of folds and a bit of glue and you've got the basic little treat box. And then you can go ahead with all of these other shapes that are in here and make all of these designs and probably an awful lot more if you just put your mind to it and use your imagination. So first of all, we'll have a little look at the stamps here because these are, they're really, really cute and they make all sorts of funny, happy, well, all sorts of faces, even for this sort of scowling one for a witch as well here for Halloween. So you can stamp these, but if you have a little look in the die set, there are also little eyes as well. So if you prefer die cut eyes, that's not a problem, go ahead with that too. These could be used on your little treat boxes, but they could also be used on other cards and things as well. Be really, really nice. And we've also got Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, Easter Wishes, Happy Holidays, Trick or Treat, and Happy Halloween. So there you are. And there's a little sort of thing on the back to show you a few ideas of what you can do with those. And I'm pretty sure you'll think of a lot more as well. Now, before I go any further, I would really, really love you to subscribe to my channel. Lots of things have changed and happened in the crafty world, and more than ever, it means an awful lot to me if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you have time, it really, really helps my channel along if you would leave a big thumbs up and a little comment as well, if you're enjoying the video, of course. And as well as that, my affiliate links, which are right below the video, don't cost you anything extra. It's free to subscribe to, I should say, but my affiliate links don't cost you anything extra on top of the usual price for anything that you buy, and it means an awful lot to me if you use those as well. So thank you very, very much for that. Now, without further ado, we'll have a quick look at the dies and then I'm going to get cracking and do some die cutting. So this, as I said earlier, is the basic shape for the treat box. So you're going to need that one and this one, and that's it. Just those two together, and you just fold and score those, and those make the basic box. Two pieces together, and that's it. Then you can go ahead and add lots and lots of detail with all of this stuff here. And I'll show you whenever I'm making one up in a minute or two. You don't even have to use all of these on. You could just cut the back off that and put something else on it if you want as well, because that little treat box is such a lovely shape. And these then are the little panels for decorating that, and you could add a little piece on the front with this one here as well. But if you have a look at this, the Santa hat has the hat here, and then the other piece that would go onto the fur here, and this pom-pom here. And then you've got things like a scarf, which I would layer up as well. And then there's antlers, Santa's beard. This is the main shape here that you're going to use for the face. And then, of course, we've got this little penguin face. All sorts of things, ears and hair for a witch. You know, bunny ears, a witch's hat, an egg even for the rabbit. But I really think that you could use your imagination or even follow along with some of the things that I'm going to do, and you'll get so much more out of this set. So as well as little treat boxes, you know that these little shapes here will make up all sorts of things like little tags, or you could use them in cards. And because they're so easy and straightforward to make and so quick, which is really crucial, you could use those for craft fairs and all sorts of things coming up to Christmas, because you've plenty of time to do that. Well, I'm saying that, and I don't know if you have plenty of time or not. You could well be very, very busy, but it only takes a matter of minutes, and you've got some of these made up, and they would just look fantastic in craft fairs. So do think about that, but also think creatively, and we'll get some extra ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and do some die cutting, and I'll be right back. These are the two shapes then. I showed you those earlier. These are the ones that make up the box, and this could not be easier. You'll not believe this. Just score all those well, there's score lines already there. All you need to do is bend the back, and do give them a good burnish, because you want this to be really crisp and good looking at the end of it. Well, this little tab at the bottom gets glued on first of all to the first little piece that you're going to add on. So that's this piece here. So just put that over like that. And now you just need to put glue on these 4 glue tabs. So that's here, and then this one, and bring this up and attach those 2 sides like that. That's actually the base of it, just along there. And here on this one, same thing. Press that down so that you get it. In fact, even if you set it down on your desk and give it a little just going over with a bone folder or something like that, that gets all of the glue connected, and then the little sides up like that. That's your treat box made. That's it. How easy is that? There it is. Now, of course, this is the back of the box here, and you're going to cut out a head and put it here or whatnot. But can you just think, if you were just to trim that straight up there, you'd have a lovely little treat box that you could add anything you wanted onto the top of it. It doesn't even have to be something that's here. In fact, it could just be patterned paper if you didn't want to, if you wanted to keep it quite generic. So anyhow, isn't that just beautiful? So I'm going to go ahead and make a little penguin, and I have cut out the large oval, which is this one here. I've cut that out in black, and then I've cut this out in white, and I've just layered that on there. And I'm going to glue that on here first of all, and then we'll come back and start adding more bits and pieces onto it. You can make up the little face first of all and add it on, but I just like to connect it now so they start starting to take shape. I love it when it gets to this stage and you can just start being really, really creative. So we've got this oval that I cut for the face, and I've put the white one on here. Then I have cut the little beak. Now that's on this little die, so there are a couple of little bits and pieces on it. I think that's the carrot for the snowman's nose, and then this is the little bit for the rabbit's nose. And I actually just put a little crease along the centre of that. That's not in the die, and I'm just going to glue it on by that little crease and leave those other bits sitting up. And that, I think that's rather cute. Maybe I'm just getting a bit too excited about a penguin, but there you are. These little eyes here, then you cut those out in black, and you can see there that these other pieces pop out, and you're left with the lovely little eyes like that. And there we are, there's that one, and just take that piece out. Oh, they just look so beautiful, and because you're putting them in white, you don't even need to make a little oval to put in behind them. So there we are. I think I'll just move that over slightly. There we are. Now, I have cut out the side panels with the little decorative pieces. That's here and here. And then this front panel as well. And this is from the Timeless Tidings paper pad. It's really, really gorgeous. And this tartan piece is gorgeous as well. And it just lifts this. It gives it a whole different dimension by adding something checked onto it like that. But there's so many different patterns in there that just would be perfect for that. And then I've cut out the little bow. I've left those pieces in, so I'm just going to put a little, see those little pieces in behind there? They actually pop out, but I'm keeping them in, and that's going on there. Oh, it's lovely already, isn't it? Now I've cut out the hat, so it cut out just like this, and then you'll see that there's another little piece like this that goes across the top, and then there's also the little pom-pom, and you just glue all of those together, and then you've got the little hat ready to go on, and your little penguin will be ready for the road in no time. I'll just put it down about there. Yeah, you could even put that on 3D foam pads, and that would also look really, really nice. I love that little beak like that. It's cute. Now, I have cut out the scarf with the scarf die, so that's this one. And then I laid the die down again on the same colour of card and just snipped off the top part. So I just cut off this part and kept the just the line really smooth the whole way around. And I'm just going to glue that directly on top, and it makes it a little bit more layered looking, and I think it looks nice. So you can let me know what you think. And I'm not actually going to push that bottom bit down. I might just leave a little gap there because it looks a bit better, I think. And you know, that scarf would be really lovely if that was made in the patterned paper as well. That lovely little check scarf would be so nice too. But anyhow, there you are. That's going on there. And then I didn't put glue on that bottom part, as you maybe noticed there, because I like to flick up the fringes. You know, you're going to see that in another video soon. It's not out yet, but you will, where it's something like this. Just adds a little bit of layering to that, a little bit of dimension. And there you are. Isn't that so cute? Isn't it? Look. So there we are. You can add a little bit of pink to the cheeks here, or just whatever you like. But I'm just going to leave that one like that because I like it just like that. If you want a better idea of the size of this for if you're going to use it for a little gift, you know, to put inside or for a craft fair or something, this is not an advert, but look what fits inside. There you are. Guess who's going to eat that? On that last box, I used 300 GSM black card as the base. Oops! Now you can see that I actually did cut out the little feet. I wasn't going to put them on, but well, you never know. I might do that. I kind of like it without the feet. Anyway, I used 300 GSM card for that one, and for this one I've used 240 GSM, and it's perfect as well. Either of them would do. I've cut out the oval in the brown this time, the same espresso brown as I used for the back, and then I have cut this part here that I used in white for the penguin. I've cut that out in craft card and layered it on. Now I've actually stamped the little mouth on with this little stamp here, and then I die cut the same eyes that I had before, and you can see there are two little ovals. I've cut those out in white because the eyes are not going straight onto white this time. Because it's a craft card, I needed to put the white in behind that. So there's the other one, and I've cut the little eyelashes with this little die, and I put those on first, and then I've put the little eyes just right up in there. Oh, it's so cute. And then I use this little sponge dauber with pink, and I put some on the cheeks, and then I've gone ahead with the little ears. So you cut the ears out with these dies here. They're joined together, and then there's two little dies like that, and they're pink, and I have cut those out and layered them up as well. These are the little glue tabs then that you can add on here, and that's the little reindeer's ears. I think I might, yeah, just over about there would be better. So there we are, that's the little ears, and then I've got the antlers cut out here, both of them as well, and they're just going to go on there. And what's the last thing? What's missing from my reindeer on its face? The big red nose. So there we are. I've got the red nose cut out too. I actually cut the nose out in some iridescent mirror card. It's Firestone Red. There's the die for it there, and I've cut that out in Firestone Red, and it's really bright and shiny. So this is definitely Rudolph. There he is. Now I could just leave him as a little hanger or whatever, but I think I will actually go ahead and put him onto this here because I like this. And I've cut the same oval that I cut for the face out. I've cut it again, and that can go in there. There's Rudolph finished. It's so cute too. You might notice that I actually moved the angle of the ears before the glue had taken. I thought the ears were too sort of straight up and down, and I wanted them out to the side a little bit. Made them just a little bit cuter. So again, I have put a little scarf on, and I've made the scarf in the same paper that I've used to cover the sides. And I also cut a little rectangle and put it inside there as well. And that's also from the Timeless Tidings paper pack. I might have said before, but I really love that. So there we are, that's another one, and now I'm going on to make a little Santa. So I've cut Santa's face out in the pink card, and then I've put the same little eyes on, and I cut the beard out from glitter card with this big die here, and I actually did some inking in behind that before I put the beard on, and I put the beard fairly close to the part below the eyes, and then I've used this die to cut out the sort of moustache part, and I've put that there and popped the nose on top with a little bit of inking as well. And I've got the hat, the same as the one that I made for the penguin, and I'm going to glue that right on there. And then this time I'm going to make this into a kind of little bauble with the little die that's with it as well there. So right down. Oh yeah, we'll just put the hat down over the top of his eyes a little bit. Just let him peep out. So this is the die here that we cut the little bauble part out with, and I've cut it out twice in gold, and I'm just going to put one on here and then one on the other side. And you can do that with any of those faces that you make up. I could have done it with the reindeer rather than making it into the little treat box. I could have made the reindeer into a little hanger as well, and that's just another way of doing this. Oops. I've made up a white box this time, and I've gone ahead with some glitter card and put it in here, and the heads from the glitter card as well. Now this die is actually supposed to make a little egg for an Easter egg or a little chick or whatever, but I've cut it out and I've put it on here as the little hat, and then this piece here, which is actually the part that goes on to the Santa's hat, and I've used it in white glitter card or white card before on the others there. I've just cut that out in red, and that goes on there, and then you don't actually know that that's a little egg after all. And I've cut out the same little bauble that I cut out in white glitter card for the other ones, and that's going to go just up here. Oh, I didn't actually need all that glue on it, because I'm just going to move it up a little bit. So I'll grab the back of it, and there we are. I've put the scarf on again, and this again is from the Timeless Tidings paper pad, this beautiful paper here, and I've made the lovely little scarf. Now I'm not too sure, I'm just going to have a little look. I know that these little black dots, they're going to be the little pieces of coal down the centre, and I'm just going to put that on, and then we'll see after that whether I actually want to use those or something bigger for the eyes. Well, I decided on something bigger, so I went back to the original eyes that I had before, because I actually really like those ones, and they might not look just too snowman-y kind of things, but I like them. So they're going on there, and I've already put the little carrot on for the nose, and I used the other little pieces that I had cut out for the coal as the little mouth there, and I think he's rather cute. Now if you wanted, you could turn these little hands back just a little bit and bring them forward, and then put this little banner on here, and then you could put whatever you wanted on front. You know, I'm just going to do it. I was actually going to leave it because I thought it would look better without it, because it kind of covered up the scarf and whatnot, but I do want to show you how to do that. So I'm just going to put it on here. Whoops, daisies. I'm in an awful rush. Do you know, it's actually almost time for this this launch to go live on the website, and I'm still making this. And I'm going to put a little sentiment on there. I took the debossing die, the one that says Joyful Wishes to You, and I just put the two dies together like that with the die tape and ran it through my die cutting machine. Remember, when you're using mirror card or satin card or anything like that, cut the piece off before you put it through, because you may ruin the rest of the sheet, so just cut it off, and that's a good tip. And then I glued that directly on top of the white one, and there we have the Joyful Wishes to You on there. Now I am extremely sorry, but that's all I have time to show you today. I really wanted to show you lots more with that, but I think I've given you a fair idea of how to use it. It's really easy. Of course you can go ahead and make loads more things, and I would definitely have done that, but you know, by the time I finish this, I will just get it ready to get onto my YouTube channel before the thing actually goes live on Tonic's website, so that's why I'm so pushed. But you can see there's a rabbit, I just use Christmas things because it's coming up to Christmas now, but of course there's so many other ideas. If I get time, I will come back and show you something else, but oops, I'm really running out of time with lots of things. I'm so sorry. Some of the dies have come late, and I've just been very busy as well. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Do tell me down below in the comments if I've given you enough ideas with that. I've shown you how to make it, and it's really, really easy, and I'm sure that you can adapt that as well. So thank you very, very much for watching yet again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share if you like. Please help to promote my channel. That would be really, really lovely, and I would really, really appreciate it in any way possible. And my affiliate links are down below for this, and I really hope you have a lot of fun using this. I would have had more fun if I'd had more time. But thanks so much in the meantime, and happy crafting. Bye bye.